It's funny how life works. We often don't realize how deeply we're tied to others until we look back. And when I do, I see it clearly. We are bound together forever. The pull between us is undeniable, even when we can't see it. It's as if the universe has already made its decision. We are forever tied together. You may not see it yet, but our connection is forever. It's woven into the very core of who we are, stronger than anything we could ever understand. The ties that bind us are not always visible, but they are always real. We are forever linked, even if it's not yet clear to you. In the quiet moments when everything else fades away, I know that we are connected in ways that go beyond time and space. We may be apart for now, but that doesn't change what's real. Our souls are forever connected, and we are tied together always. No matter where life takes us, I know we will always be bound together by something far greater than ourselves. We are forever connected, even if we can't always see it. The universe has a way of making sure that some bonds are never broken. Ours is one of those bonds, tied together forever in ways that only time will reveal. Every step we take, every decision we make, brings us closer to the truth. We are forever connected, and nothing can change that. When I think of you, I don't just think of the present. I think of the bond we share, a bond that goes far beyond this lifetime. We are tied together forever. The connection between us is something that transcends time, something that will never fade. We are bound together, whether we recognize it or not. We might not always see it, but there's an invisible thread that binds us, forever tying our hearts together in ways we can't fully comprehend. The bond we share is not just something of this world, but something eternal, something that will never fade, no matter where life takes us. No matter how far we go, no matter what paths we take, there will always be a part of you with me. We are tied together forever, and I know it deep in my soul. Our connection is deep and unshakable, a thread woven into the very essence of who we are. We are tied together forever, even if we don't yet fully realize it. There is a quiet power in knowing that some things are destined to be. We are tied together forever, and that truth is something I feel with every fiber of my being. Even when the world is chaotic, I know there is one constant, the bond between us. It's something that transcends time, something that will last forever. I feel it in my bones, in the deepest part of me. We are tied together forever, even if we haven't figured it out yet. The beauty of a deep connection is that it's timeless. No matter what happens, We will always be tied together, destined to be a part of each other's lives. Sometimes the most beautiful connections are the ones we don't realize right away. We are tied together forever, and one day you'll see it too. There are bonds so deep, so real, that no matter where life takes us, they can never be broken. We are tied together forever, no matter what. In a world full of uncertainty, there is one thing I know for sure. Our souls are forever connected, and we are tied together for eternity. We were always meant to cross paths, to find each other in this vast world. Our connection is forever, tied together in ways we can't fully understand. Time may pass and we may change, but the connection between us will never fade. We are tied together forever, no matter how far apart we may seem. Sometimes the most profound relationships are the ones that take time to reveal themselves. But I know this: we are tied together forever, and that will never change. You might not realize it now, but every moment, every decision is leading us back to each other. We are tied together, forever bound by something greater than us. It's funny how life has a way of guiding us toward the people we're meant to be with. We may not see it yet, but we are forever tied together. Even when distance stands between us, our souls are forever intertwined. Time and space cannot undo what fate has already written in the stars. No matter where we go, we will always be tethered to each other by the invisible threads of fate. It's a connection too strong to break, even if we don't yet fully understand it. You may not realize it now, but every thought, every heartbeat is in sync with mine. We are forever bound, a bond unspoken but unbreakable. Sometimes the most profound connections aren't the ones we can see or touch, but the ones that run deep within our souls, quietly holding us together for eternity. We walk different paths, yet the pull between us is undeniable. It's as if the universe has already made up its mind. We are tied together forever. Life's journey has a way of leading us back to the people we're meant to be with, no matter how far apart we drift. We are meant to be tied forever, even when we don't know it. There are relationships in life that transcend time and space. The bond we share is one of those, forever unbreakable, even if we don't recognize it yet. The world may seem vast, and our lives may feel separate, but deep inside, you and I are connected in ways that defy logic. We're tied together forever, even if we don't yet know why. We've been bound together in ways that words can't describe. Somewhere deep within us, we know this is not a coincidence. Our souls are connected for eternity. Sometimes it takes time for us to realize that we are not as separate as we think. We are forever linked, whether we're aware of it or not. The threads of destiny may not always be visible, but they are real, and they bind us in ways we might not even recognize yet. We are forever tied, even if it's not yet clear. Even when we feel lost and alone, there's a quiet knowing that we are connected to something greater. We are tied together forever, beyond time, beyond distance. Every fleeting thought of you, every subtle feeling reminds me that we're meant to be. Our connection is eternal, woven into the fabric of our souls. Life may pull us in different directions, but the pull of our bond is constant. We are tied together forever, even if it's not yet visible to our eyes. In the quiet moments when the world fades away, I feel the depth of our connection. You are forever a part of me, and I am a part of you. No matter where life takes us, the bond between us is unshakable. We're bound to each other, intertwined in ways we may never fully understand. The universe has a way of pulling the right souls together, even if it takes time to realize it. Our connection is one that will last forever. We may be apart in this moment, but in my heart, I know we are forever linked. There's a truth in our bond that goes beyond time and space. The future might seem uncertain, but one thing is clear. We are tied together forever, even if we can't see how yet. Our paths might not always align perfectly, but our souls were always meant to meet. The bond we share is unbreakable, eternal. There are moments when you realize that no matter how far you go, you'll always be tied to certain people, and I am tied to you forever, no matter the distance. Time might change everything else, but it cannot change the way I feel about you. We are eternally connected, even when we don't fully understand it. Our connection is a thread that stretches through time, unbroken by space or circumstance. We're tied together, forever bound by something we can't quite explain. The more I reflect on it, the clearer it becomes. We were always meant to find each other. We're tied together, whether we realize it or not. The heart knows what the mind can't always comprehend. Our hearts are tied together forever, no matter how far we drift apart. I can feel it in every heartbeat, every breath. Our souls are connected, forever linked in ways that words can't capture. No matter where life leads us, we will always find our way back to each other. The bond between us is timeless and eternal. We are not separate beings, but two halves of a whole. The bond between us will never be broken, even if we don't fully understand it yet. Even in the quietest of moments, I feel your presence in my soul. Our connection is one that will never fade, no matter what. There is something eternal about the way we are connected, something that defies explanation. We are tied together forever, and deep down, I know it's true. We might not see it now, but our souls were destined to meet. We are tied together, woven into the very fabric of each other's existence. In every twist and turn of life, I feel the pull of our connection. It's a bond that will never fade, no matter what. Some connections are so deep, so profound, that no matter how much time passes, they remain. We are tied together forever, and that truth will always stand.